once again to yet another program of the Hot Seat. This is the Hot Seat brought to you by MNL and partnered by Gemcon. My name is Thomas Mangwero, and today I'm joined by two special guests. One is Mr. Tulisani Zarima, the club manager for Roa Volleyball Club, and also Ronald Makombe, known as Yalah, a former player for Black Rhinos, UZ Wolves, Harare City, and Napa. They join us today to talk nothing but volleyball. Welcome to the program.
Welcome, Mr. Mangwero. Thank you for the invite.
Welcome, Ronald.
Welcome, Mr. Mangwero. Thank you for the invite again.
And to formally start the program, Yalah, Jakatanga say kunzi Yalah.
Zvikunzi Yalah, it started when I was at school. Ndiri paPrince Edward apo. Ndo pandakatanga kungodzi Yalah, but zvakatanga natatenda Masawi. But kuzoti zvizonzi Yalah after zvakazotaurwa taku Black Rhinos nemumwe coach ainzi Coach Lule.
Okay. Yalah start because
inini ndiri ku high school ndaichengeta bvudzi. Saka bvudzi rangu ndaigara ndichizori twista nditori mwana wechikoro. Saka mwe musi nditoro Black Rhinos tatobva kunwa tea. Coach Lule just came and say, "Fana wangu nemarasta ako wakunzi Yalah star."
Okay. Yeah. Well, viewers, you have heard it for yourself. I was also asking Yalah, Ronald Makombe, and Yalah, where did it come from? Yalah, how did it start for you to be a volleyball player?
Zvakatangira ku primary, so to say, nangotanga ku primary, but zvanga zvisiri that much. Then from primary pandango piwo scholarship pa Chechu.
Okay.
Yeah. Saka from Chechu, ndo pazvakanyazototanga, but I wasn't that good player ndiri pa Chechu. But ndiri pa Chechu ipapo, ngari ma steps achingouya. But up until when I was under 17, ipapo apo ndanga ne pressure because kutoti utokwane mteam ndo zvaipa recognition pa boys school.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Chechu
boys school.
I understand kuti pa Chechu there are a lot of players who came out from there, and also PE football players. Exactly. Who have made the household names in Zimbabwe football. And you stuck to volleyball. Why volleyball and not soccer?
Inini like class mandaidzidza manga makanyanya vanhu vevolleyball nebasketball.
Okay.
So to say kuti inini pandakabva primary ndaita zvekumhanya, to be honest. But vanhu ndaidzidza navo muklasmate inini vanga vakanyanya vacho vanga vanhu vevolleyball. The likes of Tatina Masawi, the likes of Lawrence Chasauka, the likes of Tina Shesketa. So classmate vanhu vevolleyball ndo vanga vari more focal. Saka inini ndandiri munhu anotaurisa because inini ndandiri munhu aibva kugeto. Saka ndaiona kuti behavior yangu nevanhu vekuvolleyball ndo yainyatsolinga ende yaisuta.
And at school, iwe wakatarisa volleyball and soccer, people zvinenge zvine mari stereki kutamba soccer than volleyball. Iwewe waitarisirei kuti when you go out there and play for clubs, what were you looking for?
To be honest, inini personally, ndaitambira volleyball for passion. I was that person aingotambira volleyball. I never thought kuti I could play it at a club level.
Okay.
Ndaingotambo just for passion and fun, to be honest, because most of my colleagues vaivenya kuwanikwa kuvolleyball. Plus volleyball yanga ine like more crowd at Chechu. Support one volleyball and
the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs. Yes. Saka ndaizongonyanyira kuvolleyball.
And coming to you, Mr. Zarima, you are a club administrator. When you formed Roa Volleyball Club, what were the objectives?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mangwero. The objectives of Roa Volleyball Club were and are still to capture the youngsters from our streets. The issue of drug and substance abuse. So we said, no, let's take these young guys and try to occupy them so that at least we reduce crime in our community. That's all.
But when you got into it, thick into it, you found clubs already established there with bigger ambitions than yours. Have you changed your goals? Looking at other clubs, the Nabas, the UZ Wolves, and so forth, Black Rhinos.
No, we've not changed. But what we are just saying, let's improve. Why am I saying we have not changed? Because we have got our club policy, which we made during the inception of the club. We've got a certain percentage, whatever, a certain percentage of players that must come from Rua, even if we happen to beef up how much, but that percentage of local players should remain. And every coach, everyone who will join Rua must expect that, so that the Rua vibe continues.
Okay, and Yalah, should every player fit into the goals of a club? We know players have got expectations when they go and sign for a particular club. Do you think passion is enough for a player to sign for a club?
I don't really think passion is only enough for a player to sign a club. It takes more than passion, determination, and strength from a certain individual. Because if you can look locally, you can never come from your home and say, I just want to go and play for Naba. From your own set, just wake up and say, today I want to play for Naba. You can actually see from the players, you can see the structure of the club, you can see the squad, you can see the people who are there. So I don't really think passion only can make a person to just wake up and say, I just want to go and play for a club. But I think it takes someone's determination, someone's strength, but particularly on a side of a person, you can actually say whom you are and your play. You can actually say, for me, I think if I go and play for Miami, there your passion can suit. But there are many club and powerhouses which you can say only passion can never take you to go and sign for a club.
Saka zvinhu zvakanaka kuti whenever a player is going to sign at a particular club, anofanira kutarisira something.
For me, personally, I could say yes, because it depends with the club structure which you are going. Because I cannot say maybe you are going to Black Rhinos, then when you are in Black Rhinos there, you are saying you want to focus on money and you want to focus on maybe some benefits of which they strictly job. So it depends with the club which you want to go. If you want to go to the University of Zimbabwe, you go there, you know what is the main objective is school. So whatever package you are going to get there, it actually makes you to fit with the structure of what you want to pursue and what you want to do.
Well, viewers, this is Ronald Makombe talking to us today, and also to Lisanda Zarima of Rua Volleyball Club talking to us. And this was the first part of this episode. Stay tuned for the second part of this episode. Welcome to the second episode of the What Seat. My name is Thomas Mangwiro. This is your program brought to you by MNL and also partnered by Gemcon. And today I'm joined by Tulisani Zarima and also Ronald Makombe joining us for a conversation in volleyball. Yalah, how old are you now?
Now I'm 25.
25. One of these days you just woke up and announced that was your last dance, the games you played last year. You were retiring, you are retiring, or you are retired. Yeah. Why at such a young age?
Yeah, I feel like it was a personal decision. It was never affected by any say outside, most of the people really think maybe never went for zone 6 and I was frustrated and all. It was even never about that. It was a personal decision whereby if I look at my journey personally without anyone, I could celebrate myself any day and every day of my life. And I could say if I look at my medals for my personal benefit, for my personal ways which I used to play for, I could say on my chest I've put everything which I wanted to put on myself.
I know you as a proponent of fair play in the game, and that includes fair compensation to the players.
Yeah.
looking at clubs generally and the players, do you think clubs are doing enough to look after their players?
Honestly, to be honest, being frankly speaking, I would say these are one of the reasons which also makes me to feel from God I'm not supposed to keep on playing. Because the way sometimes things are being done for me as an individual, it's so painful and so I don't even know the way to say it, because I've played for many clubs, and for my personal self, in 25 years I will tell you I've seen it all. I've been at the worst experiences ever, but all I can say is in most of the times at the clubs they really don't look up the players.
Have you personally experienced bad promises or unfulfilled promises?
To be honest, I want to say from God, if I don't mention black rhinos in my life, I could do something which is so unfair. I was raised in a barrack in Dara, to the extent in which I was so grateful, because the life which we lived there, life it made us to become characters. If you could see how I play, you could see how I do my things on the court. It means it's not only a player, it's only there was a character which was being molded there, you know. So to say, I would say there was, when I moved from Black Rhinos, my motives changed because I wanted some things. When I went to University of Zimbabwe, I wouldn't mention a lot of people, but what is there, I don't want to lie. There are a lot of stuffs which you will end up saying to yourself, is it really worth it which I'm doing at this position? Because there are many scenarios which give you as a player, which makes you not to say, am I supposed to go and play again? Because the motives of sport, they are not being indicted in a certain perspectives, which as a player you could keep on to yourself.
Okay. And Mr. Zarima, a player is saying you have your own goals, but
Yes.
at times the players you attract are big players or ambitious players who are expecting something to live out of volleyball. Do you think your goals and the players you sign are in conflict with the ambitions of players?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mangwiro. Yeah, I think referring to the player Yalah, I think he mentioned that he had seen it all. I would like to believe in the word all, there is that aspect or those things that never worked for him from all those clubs, which are common in other words. So our volleyball is not paying.
But I want to ask you one question. I've seen a lot of people in volleyball, executives, senior managers, middle managers, top managers in volleyball,
Okay.
who go out and form teams on behalf of their institutions.
Okay.
They are well paid, but they employ players and do not give fair compensation to them. How? Why?
Firstly, you mentioned about an institution or a company. I'm an executive at a certain company. That's what you're saying.
And get me correct.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly pointing at role.
Yes,
Just
yes,
generally
yeah,
as an
generally,
administrator.
That's where I'm coming from. I mean, you are saying I'm an administrator, yes, but I'm an executive member of a certain institution or company.
Yes.
Then we employ these players to play volleyball. Usually, what you need to know is this person, this player who has come, he or she joined, let's say, Mambazo or company,
Yes.
or is just playing. But there are two things: playing for the team and joining the company.
Yes.
That's where it's important to sign contracts. Because in the contract, it will be spelled out. I remember one of the contracts of a certain club. It actually spells out that when we are playing, I'm playing for this club must not be miscalled as a full-time worker of company members.
But that is what I am asking about. Why? Why can't you just have a volleyball club, make it one of your social activities for the wellness of your employees? When they go out there and play, they know that this is a wellness activity. But why do you have to take someone who comes in and give you a service?
Okay.
You are not paying.
Ms. Mangwiro, thank you. You mentioned the word social and then wellness. But I don't think these clubs, you take use it Wolves, you take Naba, you take Yarare City, Jimbere, Achiti, hashtag Matunduru, you call that social. So when you are just doing it for wellness, there are programs for wellness. We are talking professional volleyball. So when you are talking professional volleyball, then it means we need also people who are professional. Unfortunately, the remuneration is not matching, but we cannot go there. There are social leagues, but here we are not talking of social leagues.
I've seen some clubs, Yalah.
Yes.
This is for you.
Yes.
I've seen some clubs where they say Chakuchagira Basa.
Yes.
We end up Basa for 8 hours.
Yes.
That is what the labor laws stipulates anyway. If someone works for 8 hours,
Yes.
then after 8 hours, you come for training. And then there are match days. Is it fair for a player?
It's not fair. And from what Mr. Zarima is saying, from what I have seen for the past years when I was playing, the professionalism of volleyball in Zimbabwe comes when the player is being seen to do those things in most of the cases. Maplayer edu isusu ndio anonyamutarisira kuti ave professional, but the professional part of other story doesn't come kubva ku executive. It comes to a situation whereby when you look at in industry, I'm still a part final student, right? Use it as a broad, Naba as a broad entity. Dungo pama club esana katambira.
Yes.
If I look at kuti kunaba, there was a state kuti you go to work, whatever you're doing, right? Then you can bring among my powerhouses, right? Kuti my powerhouses they were supposed to get money and they're supposed to get maybe 4 or 5, and it according to your deal, and it then they get that money, right? But it comes to a position kuti the contracts made me mune mamwe machine zvinonyorwa and it zvisingazomeche energy nezvi zvinozoitika paground, you understand? But the end goal of everyone is I want to see you win. And it, but at the end of the day, the professionalism in Zimbabwe and everyone who is coming, I'm not saying about Rua, because I've never been to Rua, but to the clubs, which I would say I've went through.
Yes.
Vano professionalism, inotanga pakuti musi wauda kutransfer iwe. Panotanga professionalism. Musi wauda kutransfer iwe kuti nhasi ndada kuenda nini Mr. Mangwiro. Professionalism inotanga. You start hearing kuti takabva naye kwakati, you understand? But ndiri muground nini Mr. Mangwiro. Makatombondona many times andinotora mvura ndega kutembu kwekwe. Ndinonomwa mvura patembu. During the game kana pa time out paper, you understand? Saka professionalism in Zimbabwe inotanga the day yekuti player yada kuti ndauda kuenda. Kana kuti wada kuenda zvinova zvanzi mfana contract yako iri kuti zvakati. But all of these contracts, they are not even being taken care of during the time of your play, during the time of what you want to do. So, inini ndio maonero angu.
Mr. Zarima.
Yes.
From what the player is saying, they retired. We can safely say clubs, volleyball clubs in Zimbabwe, what you are doing is unfair labor practices.
Yeah, I do concur.
And you are happy?
I'm not happy. At times,
So
I have no power.
why do you still own clubs and continue signing players?
Thank you, Mr. Mangwiro. Yes, I concur with Yalah. Most of the things that we do as club administrators, professionalism at times is, if it reaches 5%, at times it's better. But most of the it's just here and there We just need the team to play. How they play, how they arrive there, their welfare and the like.
Well,
something.
Viewers, let's meet in the next episode. And today I'm being joined by Ronald, Makombe and Zarima talking about volleyball, mostly about contracts. Are our players getting fair compensation from the clubs? My name is Thomas Mangwiro. Stay tuned for the next part. Welcome to the third segment of the Hot Seat. This is a program brought to you by MNL and also partnered by Gemcon. My name is Thomas Mangwiro, and today I am having Zarima and Ronald Makombe talking to us about volleyball. Before we went away, we were talking about you club administrators and the players.
Okay.
You didn't finish what you wanted to say. Are you happy?
I'm not happy. Like I said, I concur with the retired Yalah. That clubs, most clubs are not treating their players fairly. They only demand results. But at times, the results don't just come on the day of the court, on the day of the match. But we put pressure on them, maybe because of the economic hardships, and also our players, Mr. Mangwiro. Yeah, these guys, some clubs take advantage. Our players, they love, but we must not abuse them because they love. Because most of them, they also have a life to live, and especially if they make names, there will be more pressure on them. But as clubs, I would like to say categorically right now, we are not doing fair to our players. We are not. We may be trying, but we are not.
Where do you want to see a player under your wings? In life, generally in life, maybe you will not be a true one of these days. When you are pointing to other people, this is Ronald Makombe. He played for us for 5 years. What kind of a player do you want to point to others?
Basically, what I would want is, as clubs, we must develop a culture of nurturing these young guys for future activities, life activities that would transform their day-to-day lives. Because, we need to empower them. Since we cannot give them monthly salaries like other workers get, let's try by all means to empower them, give them a skill during their time at RUA, during their time at support, during their time at NABA. Give someone a skill so that he or she may continue to have a decent life.
Let's say you have empowered someone or you have given him a skill, and he wants or she wants to move to another club. How much would you expect for that? It's compensation.
It's compensation. It depends with the contract. Like Yalah was saying in the first place, it depends with our contract. We need to have contracts with these players and honor them. My colleague here was talking about contracts and clubs not honoring them, just honoring, trying to go to the contract when the player is about to move. But if we include, let's say, hey, Mr. Chimoti, we are taking you for this course until you complete it, but you will be with RUA for the next 5 years. Then we know he or she agrees before taking the course.
There is a player in the socials, in the news of late, who wants to move to your club. This is particular to RUA from a certain team you said, and the asking price is 2,500. Are you willing to pay that?
Where did you get that price? 2,500. Where?
I said from the social media.
Okay.
It is said the asking price is 2,500.
Okay, I'm here to comment on that. Yeah, since you don't have.
But do you think the player is worth 2,500?
The player, you are talking of DJ Wara.
Tanaka Wara.
Yeah, all things being equal, he is worth more than that.
He's worth more than that.
He's worth more than
so
that.
Are you willing to pay?
Like I said, you failed to produce the document that shows 2.5, so I will not go much.
Let's say if it is the truth that they want 2,500, are you willing to pay?
Yeah, if we have the money, we can pay. Happy. But for DJ Wara, we would not want, especially you mentioned that he wants to move to Rua. Yes, I confirm the teams are already talking, and it's something that is underway that we cannot divulge at this point. But the two parties are agreeing and disagreeing to agree on certain issues, but it's smooth. So we'll not dwell much on that.
Him being a target of play of other teams from outside, these upcoming Africa Club Championships in Libya, do you think it is a wise move for him for now to move to Rua, or he can wait until the next season? Especially looking at your prospects, do you have any ambitions of going international? Maybe for starters, Zone 6. What is the position of Rua?
No. Before I forget, I just want to answer you. You said, is it a wise move for him to move to Rua, yes, given the club champion?
Yes. And him being a target of foreign teams.
Do you really know DJ Wara?
Yes.
And do you think there is a club in Zimbabwe that would not want to have him?
No.
So you want me to say it's not a wise move for Wara to join Rua?
Okay, as an administrator, I know I cannot get an answer. Ronald, a DJ is with UZ.
Yeah.
UZT has got a ticket to the Africa Club Championships.
Yeah.
Looking at him, don't you think he must have another shot there to attract foreign clubs? Or knowing volleyball as a war, you don't think he can't wait if there is a better move local?
When I see TJ, I see like my young brother at a personal level.
Yes.
So
the best advice you can give him.
Before that umboya panapa, tututara naye tunifonera mkomangu. So I would say in his words, before the contract, I would say from the 2.500, I know the part you are. From my own, as a brother, same thing now, ndinongoti munhu yeye akadaro unofanira kuziva kuti kuna Mwari kudenga. After everything we do, tofanira kuzotya Mwari. Nekuti tikasatya Mwari paupenyu mudhara, rimweni remazuva angasazova DJ asi muzukuru wako. Manzwa mudhara. Izvi ndafitaura nemwoyo wangu nekuti ndiri playawo ndinoziva zvazvinoreva. Ndakabva neku mudhara. Kuzosvika pakuzorora pandamboti I've seen it all. Handina kuti ndakaona zvese tere, but kuvolleyball mudhara zviri mumwoyo zvakawanda. Ndinoti 2.5 yakawanda. Asi kana muchipa 2,000 kuna Tanaka as a way of appreciation, nemakore akatamba anosvika 5, ndinomaziva wese. Ndinotenda kuti munin'ina zvawakatiitira zvakanaka. Nekuti ukaona Tanaka zvinoitika muupenyu, ndiye mumwe anosekwa futi mangwana kunzi makamuona paakatamba haana zvaakaita. Asi 2,500 muchiti makadevelopa munhu anenge akabvawo kwaakabva. Handiti baba. But mukataura nekuti volleyball yedu haisi ndakuzoti professional unotangira munhu akuda kuenda. Asi kana tikati professional uyu volleyball yedu iri social, munin'ina uya ne10 mabhora ne5 manets. Tozoudzwa vamwe kuti panapa panga pana Tanaka Wara akambotitambira. Zvinhu izvi zvakabva nekuti mukamuona mangwana ndara tinenge takutaura kuti tavaka ukama ndara. Nekuti ndakuchitaura maoko takatarisa Tanaka. Ndichiona Tanaka inini kuruwa anenge apiwa platform yekuti mangwana anozotaura kuti after ndabva kuUZ ndakapiwa platform sekundudza kwakaita yebasa anditi ndakapiwa platform yebasa everyday ndakumukira kubasa nekuti volleyball yatinotamba iyi inenge kashabhini mudhara unoziva upenyu hwatinorarama hwepashabhini uyawe wekuti tiri mukasocial place kanenge katebukanaka mukunzwa mudhara zvekuti nhasi Yalah akatonzi adya nemaveji mudhara zvinenge zvitozikanwa because Yalah is not a small name mukuona mudhara chatinototoda is not a small name and is
maybe that's why they are asking 2,500
right
for that name.
The 2,500 now for that name it's more because tikatasa kuti that name from 2,500 was he worth being given the adventure of 2,500 kwanga ari.
Mr. Zarima,
Yes.
we are talking of a big name here. Ronald said maybe from the 2.5, if 2,000 was going to him, what are you offering him?
Like I
Are
said,
you matching the 2,000, at least the 2,000 Ronald is talking about?
like I
Is
said,
it going to change his life?
like I said from the word go, is something which is under discussion. Yalah is not yet completed the move to Rua, so I will not talk much about that.
Let's be serious here. Let's be honest.
Honestly,
This is a guy who is making headlines in Zimbabwe volleyball.
yes.
Maybe namukana iriko inogona yakavharidzirika so vanhu vasinganyatsoziva what is on the player. But when he moves to Rua, people are expecting to see some changes.
For sure.
Are you going to do that for him?
It is not proper to discuss personal contracts, especially at
I mean, we don't want you
no.
to say we are going to offer him 5,000 or so. We talked about goals before.
Yes.
Is it going to change him to meet his ambitions and goals? That is what I want to hear.
Yes, you are trying to put me in the corner, Mr. Manguiro. That's fine. What I can say to you, watch the space.
Okay.
Yes. Watch the space.
You said it, and we'll ask again.
That I know.
About the issue about players. There has been a lot of player movement.
Yes. Yes.
To players what would you advise teams or clubs asking such kind of man? Maybe
I've been one of, at some point, ndakatombogona zvekutodaro zvekuti ndakatombopindawo pascenario iyoyo zvekutodaro mukunzwa mudaro but ndangokuudzai kuti is one and the same people who always do this same stuff. Hatitaure zviri mazita, this is a media, but chandinongotaura ndechekungoti whatever you do, make sure kuti iwe unofila kuti zvandaita izi ndaita kuti ramangwana remumwe munhu, because it's not always about volleyball. Tichatoenda kumba mudhara tapedza kutamba volleyball yakuya tichatozodzokera kumba. Saka whatever you say, whatever you going to, because kana uri in charge of someone usanyanya kufila kuti you have the authority of everything. Mukona mudhara, because there's also inini ndakatozoenda on a free basis ndara.
Okay.
Ndakatozoenda on a free basis ndatongochajwawo mazimani mukona, but ndakatozongoenda ndikatonotamba volleyball kumwe kuti mukona, but ndinongoti inini zvinodependa, but value yeplayer DJ can be more than 5,000, can be more than 10,000 any day of my life. Inini Mr. Zarima ndichitovaudza on a given interval ndinoti munin'ina wangu yauya dai muchitokwanisa kutonzi you can be the first person kutomusaina nemota, it saves that. Mukunzwa kusainwa nemota kwete kuti munopa club kuseri mari iyoyo yeclub kuclub ngatidzokere tinotaurana kuti mwana wangu mfana wangu waona better opportunity, because DJ like for real haasi munhu anga ari pauseta dzidza pauseta munhu aitobatsira that man iriri kufunga kwangu anofanira kuiswa panopindwa pauseta
Stage.
panofanira kuiswa chistechu chakanzi
Yeah, we have all seen what is done on the court.
chakanzi DJ mudhara mukunzwa chakanzi DJ chicho chongomuti mfana uyo he was dangerous, because kunabva isusu taitoziva kuti mukona kuti tikuenda unorwa nani naDJ muona. Saka inini mudhara Zarima nditori panapa ndiri kukoma wa DJ
Okay.
zvekudaro zvekuti inini nekutoti pamovhirika Mtara inini handidi kuzongoona munin'ina wangu achingoita yaita kuchi kwaakafa.
But you know what I like?
Yeah.
I want more of this in future. Maybe that move, Yawara to Raw, and the price is provoked something.
Okay.
These players are worth much more than what we are giving them. Even when you sign them, I think they deserve more than what we are doing. I was once a club administrator. I know for some time I was not fair to the players. And Ronald, maybe time is not on our side.
Yes.
We talked about your bad memories. What were the good memories, and what are you doing now that you have left for them?
Okay, for my good memories, if any day of my life, I always cherish Napa. Inini kunapa ndakabatwa semwana Mtara. Inini nangandiri mugeto yutu mashuwa chai. Nandanzwa nekuti use it. Sorry to say, uyanzwisise uyoyo because inini ndakakura namai saka behavior yangu inini suppose zvandaiona ikoko zvichiitwa nevamwe vanhu zviri nomaoko avari zvaindirambira mumwoyo Mtara. Zvokuti inini pandakangoenda kunapa Mtara true geto itu chakabuda. Ndifunga makaona last year taisarohwa hatina kurohwa because inini zvandiri mukona ndakasvika ndikanonzi mufana wangu inde unoita chiyalaira chigeto yuti chako chechi mukona. Saka kunapa I had the best moments in my life dzekuti each and every day panouya vakomana vachingondiudza kuti pati mukoma wangu zveshuwa here mukunzwisa, and I've made family and I've made friends kunapa zvekutodaro, and I've met people with making me a better person mukona. After volleyball ikoko kutone vamwe vanhu vekuti like Mr. Chinembiri has been like a personal father kwandiri zvekutodaro zvekuti tine maproject mamwe atiita sei hatiri kutoita ndikutopedza chikoro handizotaurawo the next move rema next party chatiri kuita plus ndakonda kuchechi ndakaona Mwari sapersonal wangu Dhara maiziya.
So be honest, chigeto yuti chakabuda
Dhara naMwari wangu
but wakadisa podcast yangu
makainzwa inodzi mota national anthem.
That wakadisa podcast yangu.
Exactly.
Do you think chigeto yuti chakabuda?
Right.
Oh, maybe that was a lighter moment.
Okay.
Do you think, what do you think is what seat we can change? I understand you are also in the same media.
From my own perspective, I feel like chigeto yuti chakabuda but hachina kubuda. Eka in the essence yekuti chakabuda pakuti inini Mdara kwese kwandinobva mageto youth is anoziva kuti iro rinonzi geto defender. Mukunzwa Mdara? Rinonzi chi? Geto defender. Mukunzwa? Saka inini kana ndiri geto defender Mdara zvinoreva kuti inini airepresent kamwe katribe kasikasikanwa nevanhu kanonzi geto youth. Murikuona? Saka kuva geto youth ndekekuti mwe musi munhu atondoona nhasi ndaenda kageza zvinotaura kuti geto youth rinotokwanisa kutobuda mumba raye rakageza. Mukunzwa Mdara? Kune geto youth rakatobvawo kumba kuGlenora rikatoita degree. Mukunzwa Mdara? Ndo tribe yangu. Kobva kwaita pazvamandibvunza kune rimwe geto youth raishungurudzwa riri paUZeta. Mukunzwisisa? Reimbinyikidzwa richidididi but havana kumisa zodzo yave pageto youth. Mukunzwisisa? Chimwe chinhu chisingazikanwi Mdara, kune zvinhu zviri mumunhu hazvimiswe nemunhu. Mukuona DJ imunoona kufunga kuti DJ izodzo rake rave kuUZeta but aiwa zviri mumunhu Mdara. Mukunzwa? Tichitobvisa contract yamabvisa iyi ruwa yese inokuwara na DJ ma1 tarisai for example aka Bling isusu tagona kufunga kuti mota iri paanapa but you see the essence of a ghetto youth kuti zvinhu zviri mumunhu hazvibviswe nemunhu. Bling akaenda kuUZeta yarohwa handina anything against UZeta but season yese zvanga zviri ma1 but makaona the drive yakandiswa na Bling and the good thing. So I'm just saying chigeto youth pane pachinoshanda nepachisingashandi but pandakanonodisa podcast yenyu at a personal level pamberi pemunhu wese Mdara inini I'm so sorry and chocho chinonzi chirong ghetto youth but chakazondibetsera pakuti nyaya yangu makainzwa mukunzwa but ghetto youth iriri kunyangunyunyutei mukudzwisisa mukuona inini pandinotaura inini muubuntu mukuona handirwi tuhondo tudiki ndani tuhondo tuyaitwa tudiki handirwi because inini ndinofila kuti pandinozoona pandinomuka makiseni ega ega ndine zvandinorepresenta zvekuti everyday ndinewandinina wangu vanenge vachitoti mukoma wangu zvamuri kuita izvi zvakanaka toda kuzokuonewo mangwana pane nzira dzandakafamba nadzo indinorwira nzira mubuntu handirwire handimukire kundiyozitora zvinhu zvakashata mwoyo wangu uripo pakuya kuzotaura kuti nzira yandakafamba nayo handidi kuzoonawo dj atisangana nayo handidi kuzoonawo mwana wamr mangwira waya kuvolleyball rimwe remazuva you never know ndichava president handiti hachizikanwa kuti zvinhu ndikubva kupi ndikuenda kupi ma-initiatives angu nde-a handiti but ndinongoti chigeto ichi chakanaka mudhara because under any hard pressure under any munozepepa panonzi exfoliation due to peeling of rocks heating and cooling bye geto it can stand within imagine mudhara just not give you an example kubva ku-uz uchienda kunapa mudhara haisi easy decision wendeko kufuti unouraya vanhu unoita best ukunzwisa mudhara isimba dzinenge dzakapfunga dzinenge dzakasimba ghetto youth. So in a true ghetto youth and I represent ghetto youth in
what I like about that, you came out ranting on social media and words we exchanged.
Exactly.
And we all said the wrong words.
Exactly.
But I'm happy today we came here and talk and know what we want for our volleyball, where we want to go, what each and every one of us represent.
Exactly.
So I'm happy that we are good and we want to see the best and continue talking to us about our podcast. We want to improve and we want to put volleyball on the map.
I think there's one aspect.
Yes.
I know like the sponsors mainly, I don't have to mention or nothing bad, but I know these things you're supposed to be in a diversification way, whereby we understand that in Rua there's a media personality and where teachers kuna head Mr. Tumangwiru, right? You have the news from Rua, what's going on in Rua. We go to support unity, we go to Highlanders. We want to know because it's like it's more branded on a one side of effect, you understand? Not to say in a bad way, because if it is branded on one way of a team, as per se, you see, so chigeto youth man, chinodzoka pakuti katiuraye. It means you don't have content. You understand? So put it in a way that everyone can say, Mr. Mangwiro, and I can say, Mr. Mangwiro, you know what? I have this good news from Support Unity. I have this good news from Rua Volleyball Club. I have this good news from Midland States and whatever. So just broaden the page, that broaden that everyone can feel comfortable. When you want to feel good, my that way you can get more followers.
Yeah. And lastly, Mr. Zarima, Rua Volleyball Club, what to expect in the 2025 season?
2025 season, Rua, we just want to be an improved team. We just want to be better than 2024.
Are you privy to giving out some of the names you have already signed?
Not for now. I told you what is best.
But you heard what Yalah said. The content is from your clubs. Whenever you do good, whenever you are building.
Yes,
with
but
the media all the way from the foundation to the top. We must be telling people about.
We have signed Coach Gringo.
Okay.
For 2025 and
it's a building, a monster of a team.
Exactly.
Nobody would want to play against.
No, not sure about that. But what I know is he's building his team, and so far we are happy with him. That's why I think you have seen that the page, the Rua Volleyball Club page, has just gone quiet. It's silent. Yeah, it's not by coincidence, or we just want to give him space for now. The news will come, but you social media, like you're talking about the 2.5, which we failed to produce a document. So which states that DJ was charged 2.5, and so we are just it's managing politics, but a lot of developments are happening. But the goal is we have to be better than 2024.
Yeah, kana zona kidza chiringa zuva chedu chinobva chakwidzana nesu anzi chatsuka chikakwata, but it will be unfair for me to go before giving you a chance to maybe thank those those whom you think gave you a platform to shine and where you are going now, in brief.
In brief, I'll just say thank you, Kwanegu MNL. Thank you to everyone who have supported my journey in my life. And Nugutendai Shakakwana, but whoever knows kuti akawana impact in life ya Ronald Makombe and Nugutendai Kwana. And just a brief message and Dangutauro from everyone who wishes to sponsor volleyball in Zimbabwe. I just feel like make your intentions true. Just know these kids, they are coming from a rough background to you to put like their hands muupenyu hwavo. Saka zvese zvamuchangoita ivai neumwari mazviri, zvisave nezvinhu zvekungoti imimi muchangofila kuti at the end of the day namba yakawina. Look after these kids because pavanouya kwamuri vanototarisira kwamuri zvakawanda, and kwamuri ndiko kwavanenge vachitofila safe space because kugeto kune zvakawanda zvinoitika. Make sure kuti vana ava muchavadawo mangwana mukozo vatiwo vana ava vakabvawo mumaoko edu. Ndo mashoko andinawo. Thank you MNL, thank you Mr. Mangwiro, thank you Mr. Zarima. Tinotenda Mwari.
This leaves me to thank our guests, Ronald Makombe, Yalah Star, and Mr. Tulisane Zarima for gracing this show. It has been an exciting one, and I hope to call them in future for other episodes. My name is Thomas Mangwiro, and this is The Hot Seat, a program brought to you by MNL, and also partnered by Gemcon. For another episode, I am out.